NartOutHere here with the new CSGO pro tricks. Please support me by subscribing to the channel, liking the video, commenting, and sharing with your friends and teammates. This will help the YouTube algorithm and I appreciate your support. Most of the clips shown are from the Antwerp Major. Without further ado, let's get started. Boomich behind sandbag smokes half wall, however this smoke will leave him a one way by pushing through it and sitting in front of half wall. I've shown this smoke in a previous video but did not realize it was a one-way smoke because Boomich didn't use it as a one-way. I've seen him throw this smoke many times and he never pushes through. He waited until the major finals to do so and he gets a frag into Twist. Here's Twist's POV and as you can see it's super hard to spot Boomich and doesn't even see him. Rain's gonna throw the bracket molly that covers the cubby as well as the other side. To do so, he gets onto the wall and as he reaches the door on the opposite wall, that's when he's gonna line up to throw this molly, aiming here at the roof, then run through a bind, which you can find below in the description. The molly forces Simple out of the cubby and Simple thought he could peek from the opposite side, but gets punished from that as the molly kills him. This is a molly that one of my viewers sent to me that I showed off in a previous trick video. So cool to see it being used. As you see from Simple's POV, Bit under porch also gets mollied out. Faze uses two mollies to take mid control. Kerrigan throws the porch molly staying in front of the bench, aims as shown, then runs forward and jump throw. The molly bounces off the skybox, landing porch, flushing out Bit. Bit had a smoke to put out the molly but decides not to use it and instead falls back short. Brokey gets boosted on top of the roof second mid and he's gonna smoke Moto from this position and flash over apartments for the abs pop. The reason why he's doing it from here and not from mid is because it's safer to do so from here as well as he won't give a noise cue. He could also chain flashes from this position. For the smoke he aims at the corner of the window then run through a bind, and as for the flashes he aims here at the bookshelf and runs forward and jump throw. His teammates will give him extra flashes to throw. Shakezilla is the first player I've seen throw this Nades set followed by Device, and since then I haven't seen much of it. It is a copycat league so maybe we will see more pro teams throwing this Nades set here, seeing how FaZe used it and they are the #1 team in the world and they just won the major with it. Hampus with a sweaty wallbang lineup from apartments onto Oppers holding short from site entrance. He first lines himself as shown, then without moving his mouse gets to this position here, then shoots where he wallbangs and deletes Simple. That has got to be a very frustrating way to die. Hats off to Hampus for learning this, it is very niche. One of Rain's favorite moves to do when half wall or car gets smoked out is to jump onto the wood and then he will jump again to see if he can spot anyone behind the smoke, which he sees hooks the bottom banana and sprays and kills him, then falls back safely afterwards. If you want to catch the tease by surprise, try this play here. Alexib will flash Nico through their own bottom banana smoke, where Nico pushes a smoke, peeks stairs and killing a blind kicker, then falls back safely afterwards. Imperial have an apartment setup where FNX pushes and Vinny smokes halls and then spams the door to make it sound like he's playing passive, which is going to work out here as the B&E player who jumped into a window doesn't realize FNX pushes, where fast forward into the round, he flanks stairs and kills Synopsy, then goes back to second mid and gets another frag to GXX. As we saw Vinny do the door spam in the previous clip, I have not seen this spam get a frag in so long, which we see Vinny molly off apartments which holds any tease to wait behind the molly. This molly gives time for Vinny to spam the door where he gets a frag to Synopsy. Fallen's gonna smoke Coffin by aligning himself up with this brick here on the wall, then using the pin of his smoke, aim it below this wall, then left click throw. I use classic view model which is view model pre-pause 3. Brolin is gonna throw the new box triple one-way smoke from Boost. This is a smoke that was used against him when he was on Fnatic and he was playing against Apex where Cillian threw it and owned Fnatic with it. This time around Brolin is the one using the smoke. Brolin is able to get 3 frags with it. At the same time, Plopsky also uses Brolin's smoke by sitting in the corner where he too has a one-way, however doesn't have to do anything here as Brolin does all the work. Zorti throws a mid pop flash inside Mexi. He is near the tunnel and the front wall, standing, aims here at this part of the floor, then jump throw. Team Liquid entry onto the B site and they think it's clear so they boost onto this ledge to try to peek over the CT smoke, however Hunter at new box kills them. It would have been a cheeky boost that G2 might not be aware of since their focus might be on top first. Imperial threw the deep mid smoke at the start of the round and Nitro spots to see if anyone is holding behind the smoke by jumping off the railing. He doesn't spot anyone, he proceeds to molly porch as well as flash. Cabal at Coffins has a way to smoke B entrance where he aligns himself with this divider, then from here he could jiggle peek, and once ready, he will touch the wall, aim below this line at first, then left click throw. This smoke does not go deep, so be careful using it. When retaking B site, if you want to clear loot box and have no utility to do so, but you have it op, you can wallbang it, which 9 does here, getting the frag onto Fur. I have not seen this lineup from pit to top mid flash where you aim at the top of the chimney then left click throw while staying behind the barrel. It does go past a wall, but GoTV doesn't show the full distance. FaZe, NIP, and Big Clan are throwing these new smokes mid that create a wall from top mid to mid ramp. The smokes will give full cover and leaves no gaps for the CTs to try to get an early pick, whether that be from window, connector, pushing connector with a flash, jumping cat. These smokes deny the early picks. Also, it acts as a one-way for the Ts. I'm going to link below in the description box one way NIP are using these smokes. Let's see how they're thrown. Brokey smokes top mid, standing next to the stairs, aims at the wire, then left click throw. Twist smokes mid ramp, standing on the opposite side of the stairs. He aims where both ends of the antenna would meet, then left click throw. One thing you have to be careful for is when you're throwing these smokes is for any CTs playing behind the mid ramp smoke, which NIP molly behind the smokes. Snappy throws a one-way smoke window, standing behind this bench, aims here at the roof, then left click throw. He isn't going to use a one-way in this round. If he were to, the smoke will leave a gap to the left where you can see mid, and from the T's perspective, it is very hard to spot any CTs using this smoke. Matches throws a one-way smoke mid as he gets into window. He aims at the light pole and while running forward, left and right click throw. Then he jumps out into the window ledge where he can see top mid with the cover of his smoke and gets 2 frags. He plays it well because when he got flash he ducks and the smoke gives him full cover. When he recovers from being blind, he stood back up, gets 2 frags onto the liquid players that cross into top mid and then falls off. You see here that it can be very hard to spot matches behind the cover of the smoke. Rob smokes short and market window from outside B apartment, standing at this mark on the wall. For the short smoke, aims here, then jump throw. Then he picks up a drop smoke from his teammate and smokes market window from the same position, aims to the left of this roof corner, then runs 1 step and walks until he hits the second piece of wood, then jump throw. His other 4 teammates are rushing B while Robs is throwing these smokes. For the short smoke, if you use the run throw bind instead of a jump throw, that will smoke get left. Robs with a very smart play by jumping out window and throwing the one-way smoke. However, he isn't going to use the smoke. He will instead hide behind this wall because sometimes Ts, when they come downstairs and see the smoke, will spray the smoke hoping to get lucky and tag or kill the CT using the one-way or the boost. If this happens, Robs then can swing out where he has the advantage since the Ts won't have full control of the spray compared to Robs' first bullet accuracy, but unfortunately no one from Ents goes underpass. Since no one comes underpass, as you saw, Robs will come back out mid and he used the one-way smoke, finding a kill onto Snappy. Electronic throws an underpass smoke at the start of the round to give him cover as he helps fight mid. One way to deal with this smoke as a T is to flash and go through the smoke, which Hampus does here, blinding Electronic and getting the frag. Hampus will throw the flash high into the back, which won't blind him as he pushes through. Hades smokes stairs and mollies triple from roof. He's gonna crouch onto this line, stands and turns around to throw the smoke where he looks at the tip of this wood, then left click throw. As for the molly, he's gonna move to a right until he sees this part of the brick, then runs forward and jump throw. FaZe Clan with an interesting variation of the Tyloo and 99% win strat where they throw a deeper version of it. They're gonna throw 4 smokes, mid-site, bench, jungle, and connector. FaZe throws 2 molly stairs and default, however default misses. 3 players will come out ramp while 2 lurk mid in apartments, however Spear's counter utility will hold Twist and Brokey while Kerrigan comes out solo ramp and gets killed. One of the lurks also gets caught out. From here the tactic falls apart and Spirit go on to win the round. Let's take a look at how to throw these nades. Twist smokes bench and molly stairs from T roof. He stands next to this wood. For the bench smoke, aims here, then jump throw. As for the stairs molly, he's going to aim at this part of the line, then jump throw. He also throws a flash but misthrows it. The purpose of the bench smoke here is to block anyone peeking from triple as well as CT. Kerrigan from on top of this structure will smoke mid-site and molly default. He will position himself onto this dot. While standing for the smoke, he used the pin of the smoke as shown, then left click throw. As for the default molly, aim here, then jump first, then throw afterwards. Kerrigan misses the molly because he did the standard jump throw. My friend Digital here will show us what the smoking molly combo looks like had the molly landed, and you'll see here he's gonna jump then throw the molly after jumping. I also want to give a shout out to my friend Nasty, who also provided me with the same information. Thank you to both. The last nade set from this tactic belongs to Brokey, who gets a drop smoke from one of his lurk teammates, and he juggles it near stairs where he's gonna smoke jungle and top connector. First he smokes jungle, aiming here, then jump throw. Afterwards he's gonna throw the standard top con smoke, aiming in the middle of the antenna, and then jump throw. What's unique about these smokes is that the jungle smoke doesn't land as deep, which takes away the gap between the jungle and top con smoke that CT sometimes like to play around. This tactic, as well as the full POVs and the round, will be uploaded to NadesOutHere, so make sure to keep an eye on that. Vinny from default on B will smoke door by aiming at the bottom of this wall, then right and left click jump throw. Axel smokes jungle from this fence position, then aims at the end of the wood and jump throw. C9 uses this smoke alongside the standard top con smoke to rush A. A faster way to smoke top con for a rush are these instant Mirage smokes that my friend Makzwell covered on my channel, which I'll link below in the description, as well as you can click up here. Hades from the corner of top mid is going to smoke jungle by aiming at this smudge on the wall, then jump throw. An easy way to molly ticket if you're firebox is that you could throw it off the wall here, which is going to bounce off the wall into ticket. Matches molly's ticket from Apex, he aims here, then jump throw. The reason why you hardly see this molly is because you're exposed when throwing it, and most players would throw it from Tetris. Matches molly's default from Tetris, aiming bottom of the A sign, then jump throw. The molly flushes out Robs, leading to a frag for Matches. Flit with an insane CT retake flash from window next to the doorway, aims here, then jump throw. The flash goes over the roof and it blinds Matches near ticket, setting up the frag for Buster. FaZe are executing A, and Dha throws these really simple flashes that land above the bench wall, and they blind the FaZe ramp players coming out, which Madden will swing off the flashes and gets a 2K onto the blind T's. You could also throw the same flashes when rotating from B. When outside a murder hole, just throw them above the wall. It works the same way as these flashes here. Are the T's executing A? Well, use this boost next time they do to see the gap that the stairs and cross smokes leave, which 4s do here, and Shelfie is able to see the pre and kills him. Mossy denies the plant onto simple default with the op wallbang shooting in the middle of the two containers. Try this next time you know the T's are planting default and you have an op. He's pulled off this wallbang multiple times before in officials. One way to clear ticket is to jump on top of it, which Electronic does here, and it works as an off angle to clear this position, which Electronic catches Jax by surprise. Buster smokes deep apartments past kitchen, ducking next to the bench, aims above the shadow, then he will stand up and jump throw. He won't push up and he will use the smoke as a bait to make it look like outsiders have kitchen control. GXX smokes cat rail for his teammate mid, he aims to left of the sleeve, then left click throw. I've been seeing this smoke used a lot more in pro play. Synopsy lurks up mid and the smoke gives him cover from connector to push to short. Before I continue, I want to plug and tell you about my Discord. Some of the tricks, nades, and tips that you're seeing in this video, Discord saw it first. I have a great community that shares these clips in my Discord, as well as sharing a bunch of cool ideas. If you want to be in my next pro tricks video, join my Discord and share your best trick. Link is below in the description. James throws a one-way smoke mid after crossing door. He stands next to the wall, aims here at Xbox, then left click throw. James flashes over the door and Yakinder pushes through. Yakinder will then boost James by standing at this line, and James gets in front of him and using the steps will jump on top of Yakinder, where he has a one-way smoke to peek top mid. James will eventually spot Woody and kills him. From Woody's POV, he is so focused on peeking left side CT mid that he doesn't check for the boost and gets killed. G2 Esports take long A control early into the round. Matt just behind single on A site is going to throw a one-way smoke that lands on the ledge of ramp. He will crouch and align as shown. Then afterwards he stands up and he has his smoke out where he puts his crosshair to the left of this mark on the wall here, then right click throw when G2 are about to cross. Matches then mollies ramp, and unfortunately for Matches, he's only able to get one frag before being traded. Here's another clip of Matches using the same one-way smoke, this time against Eternal Fire. You can see here that he's able to spot anyone advancing as well as towards car, which he kills Calyx. LXB throwing his signature one-way smoke, crouching behind the sandbags, aims near this line, then left click throw. Afterwards he gets on the sandbags to jump into the box where he can see over his smoke. Madden's gonna get caught off guard by it and Alexi will eventually get killed. This is a smoke I haven't seen used in a while and Matches actually brought it back as well against FaZe in the semifinals. The reason why it hasn't been used is because players are opting to use the one-way smoke that's thrown from behind double, as well as many other variations of the one-way smokes and defensive smokes on a site. Nico throws a upper tunnels flash standing next to a blue garbage can, aims here, then jump throw. This flash will help Hunter take tunnels control in case his CTs push lower and are holding from stairs. Zentara standing in front of the sandbags against the wall has 2 HE nades. He has a set lineup to nade close wall, which T's often hug and walk up on when advancing long to A. He throws the nades when the smokes come out from the T's, but Team Spirit popped this round, and Zentaris gets 1 frag from the nades. Had there been smokes, then he would have had a notice when to throw them versus the pop. Spink smokes outside window from tunnels. He's gonna crouch here, then while crouch, aim as shown, and jump throw backwards as in take a step. I want to say the smoke is intended to land outside window. Ants will fake B with this window and door smoke. Nico smokes long A corner using the pole for the position, then for the lineup, he aims between the wire and the building, then jump throw. What makes this smoke unique is that it goes deeper than your normal corner smoke and it covers more, allowing your teammates to clear pit easier. Boomich with a fast Xbox smoke from this spawn here, he will strafe walk 1 step over to his right, aim as shown, then jump throw. It's a pretty forgiving smoke. Instead of getting boosted to pick door, Simple will advance further up to where he has more sight on the cross and he tags up Diha. Apex smokes CT towards A from the mid cubby, which Vitality will use to go mid to B. He lines the wall with the number 1, then aims above this corner and jump throw. Afterwards, he flashes his teammates outdoor from catwalk, then jumps down and gets behind this wall to flash CT and CT mid, aiming at this part of the wall, then left click throw. The flash owns OC, setting up Dupree. Modesty with a nice A execute nade set. First he smokes a Vanguard, afterwards he's going to move up to the stairs and gets along this wall here, where he mollies ramp aiming to the left of this mark, then left click throw. Modesty will move up to throw corner flashes aiming at the tip of the box and jump throw. The flashes will blind any CTs holding the cross. If you want to avoid the opera holding from lower, you can get into the box, then jump onto the stairs to avoid it. However, you do make a dropping noise. Unfortunately, your Kinder doesn't get the frag here. Downside if you do this is if any CTs are holding close left, they'll have the advantage as you're dropping. I think the reason why Shalfie didn't hear the drop is because James throws the hinge smoke, which I think Yikinder times to jump over around the same time he does here. Eternal Fire execute B site and Synopsy playing back platform will crouch and throw a defensive smoke and flash to his left. This smoke also acts as a one-way where he peeks to the right of the box and then he will switch his position by getting on top of the back boxes to see over the smoke. He bought a lot of time using this smoke here and played it very well around it. Give this smoke a try next time you're playing in this position here. Patsy smokes long a door at the start of the round near car. He runs forward to the wall where there's this mark on the wall, then aims below this square to the left and jump throw. Afterwards he flashes long for matches to swing off of. OC has a nice long A door flash for anyone playing close. He stands back garage and in the middle of the doorway, aims at the dot on the top of the doors, then walks 1 step forward and left click throw. The flash blinds Vasuta, assisting the frag for shocks. Swisher has an insane smoke for B doors that he lines up from spawn using his smoke pin. My friend Makzwell will show you how to throw the smoke following these clips. ATK will use this smoke on their T-pistol to rush B. You want to practice this if you plan on using it because as you can see, he misses his first jump to get over the wall. This is the fastest way to smoke B doors that I know of. Shout out to Swisher for sharing me this.
Yo, this is Makzwell and I'm going to show you guys how to throw Swisher's instant B door smoke for a B rush on Dust 2. And the way you know you have the spawn to throw the smoke is if you spawn in, you look at this taxi right here, you're in line with these 4 numbers. This is for classic view model, so if you type into your console view model preset 3, that's how you know you have classic. And I'm going to leave the setpos in the description, so if you guys aren't on a practice mod with spawn plugins or you don't have classic view model, you could still practice this name. And the way you line it up is on classic view model, at least you put the circle part of your smoke pin right in this corner of the window, just like that. It's pretty forgiving, and without moving your mouse you want to rush towards B. As you get to this wall you hold W and D, and then once you hit that pillar you jump through. As you hit this pillar right here while holding W and D you jump through. And the smoke is actually pretty forgiving. Like I might have actually missed it, and if you aim too far to the left, it lands a little deeper, but it still doesn't leave any gaps. And if you aim too far to the right, it lands a little bit more like a lurk smoke, but it's very forgiving for a rush smoke because there's never any gaps.
There's a new way to molly outside to slow down the yard control from the tees. Simple will aim at the bottom of main, walk, and jump throw. Don't run when you throw this molly, otherwise it will go out the map. I have another clip of Rain throwing the same molly, except he's going to pair it up with a nade after throwing the molly, and the combo kills electronic. Robs throws a preemptive smoke from spawn that's going to land in front of the hut door that will give cover as his teammates rush out hut. He stands in front of the yellow pole, aims here, then runs 2 steps forward and jump throw. Perfecto will think it's a missed smoke, and he tries to play behind it and gets punished for doing so. I am not too sure if this smoke will extinguish any mollies that land outside of hut, but it won't cover any mollies inside hut, as we see Brokey here has a smoke ready to extinguish it. Brokey inside lockers watching outside sees main smoke gets thrown, so he counters with a one-way smoke near the stairs and plays around the smoke. He has an advantage in any peeks and he outduels Simple. Simple tries to peek from top red as an off angle, but Brokey already has him in sight. More notoriously, you've seen Zywoo use this smoke, and I have another clip here of another player Rez using it, however no T's are going to come in contact. Brokey throws the cross smoke T's throw to get the T red from spawn. He stands behind the second yellow pole, aims here, then jump throw. This smoke can get messed up when CTs throw the deep molly, as we're going to see here in this round, which the smoke doesn't fully land in its correct position due to the molly, and it leaves a gap the CTs can spot any T's crossing the red. Zywoo with a unique way to peek outside, he's going to jump onto the corner of this small blue, and it elevates him into an off angle peek where he has lightning fast reactions and flicks Searson, who has no time whatsoever to react. When you are doing an upper execute early into the round and you take the site cleanly, one play you could do is to go through vent back to secret as an avenue to either start hunting or a way to flank the CTs retaking from main. Rain and Brokey throw Mustang utility. I'm going to show you how to do so in a bit, but can you imagine being C9 not having played Nuke come across an upper execute from faze? They for sure got PTSD after this match. Brokey mollies deep Mustang and flashes sight from top of this generator on the roof. He's in position to the left of this bolt on the line, stands up. As for the molly and flash, they have the same lineup with a jump throw. Rain smokes Mustang and lines himself up with the door, aims here at the wall, then left click throw. The smoke will land to the ledge lobby and it goes through a wall towards Mustang and will up secure vision of any CTs playing this position. One of the strongest ways to hold upper from backside is jiggle peeking with a molly. When an execute happens or contact is made, Config will throw the molly, forces IHC players to run through it, taking a lot of damage, even getting a frag. Twist drops a molly on the silo and Kerrigan will throw an upper execute where he first stands on top of the silo at this position here, then he's gonna molly and flash sight aiming here, then left click throw. Afterwards he follows up with a top hut molly, however misses, and then flashes sight again. He will sell the upper fake, and if you want to see the full tactic, this strategy is posted in my Discord, which you can find the link below in the description. As for the missed top hot molly, here's how you throw it, and this is the lineup. Then walk forward and left click throw. Thanks to Digital for showing me this. Xfile mollies top hut and smokes heaven from this one position. He gets on top of the first right dot after the ladder. For the top hot molly, aim as shown, then jump throw. Make sure these windows are broken first. Then for the heaven smoke, aim at the top of this white vertical column, then jump throw. These windows need to be intact. Note the top hot molly won't cover towards the hut side. Jota blows up double doors lower and he makes contact with the Eternal Fire, then falls back to rafters where he has his angle to watch the cross to control. Eternal Fire tries to cross off a flash, however Jota dodges it and he punishes them for trying to do so. Sometimes you'll see players who start lower from ramp blow up the door for this purpose here. Jota and Turtle make their way outdoor with the cover of the lurk smoke where they boost near vent to see over the smoke and catches out center. This boost was popularized by Furia and I've been seeing it used a lot more commonly in pro play as of recently. Yota's gonna molly second vent by throwing it off the top of first vent, which bounces over to the other vent. This is the first time I've seen this molly thrown in pro play. Yota inside secret is gonna make contact and he falls off. As he's doing so, he throws a smoke on the stairs. I'm not sure if this smoke was intentional or not because it leaves a one way, which he pushes up and can spot Juan Facho and kills him. We're going to see here from Juan Flacho's POV, he is unable to spot Dota. Matches with a super easy lineup to smoke main when door is smoked out. He is back lobby, aims above this E-box, then stands to the right of the doorway and left click throw. This smoke won't leave any gaps. Searson gets run boosted onto Garage early on to the round where he has an op, and he's going to hide behind this thing here and watch his silo early on. Imperial will throw smoke wall outside, and Searson, being in this position, can see over the smokes where he's going to get 2 frags and then afterwards falls back safely. Art and Drop rush ramp, and Art fakes that it's smoked off by underhanding the smoke into the corner. Him and Drop will go on to get 4 kills as Team Spirit are heavily focused on hut and door that no one is watching ramp. Setang mollies this part of Garage at the start of the round, and it's going to mess up one of Faze's smokes, leaving a gap to where Setang doesn't see anyone cross, which he now knows that those smokes were used as a fake, so he's going to rotate to ramp and he gets 1 frag. Great anti-strang done from the NIP boys. Electronic Lower wants to come back upper where Horog are on site. He does so by smoking front of vent, which gives him cover to come out safely. Kerrigan gets on top of hut at the start of round, then smokes door. His teammate nades door, and Kerrigan will pull the config smoke push into the right corner where he fades the smoke and doesn't spot anyone else door. He has an off angle now to where anyone from Navi pushes in will get caught out by it, which happens to Boomich. Then afterwards Kerrigan will fall back safely. If you don't know how to molly dark from ramp, just throw it above the fire extinguisher. The molly comes up huge as it burns and kills Electronic, helping Twist secure the 1v2 clutch. Rain throws the far truck smoke from behind yellow crate. He crouches, aims at the wire above the sign, then jump throw. FaZe will use this smoke to cross secret on their T-pistol. FaZe have their own variation of the Glaive Molly secret wall smokes where Glaive is mollied off and the smoke lands on top of the molly but doesn't smoke out the Glaive molly. Let's see how these are thrown. Kerrigan throws the cross smoke to T-red, then mollies Glaive where he goes to the end of the shadow, aims at the left light, then left click throw. The molly will cover Glaive and is used as a landing pad for Twist's smoke. Twist throws the smoke that lands on top of the molly, staying in front of this wall in the end of it, aims at this part of the silo, then jump throw. The smoke uses the molly to bloom in the correct position, but at the same time doesn't extinguish the molly. The last smoke comes from Brokey, who throws the far cross smoke that lands near secret. He stands to the left of the pole, puts his crosshair on the circle, then jump throw. Fear is going to rush upper using this fast backside molly thrown from Yuri, who first breaks the window, then gets on the roof and will throw a running jump throw molly through the roof windows that will land backside, doing a lot of damage onto Siren, making him 1 HP, and Safe will finish him off. This was the first time I've ever seen this molly used in pro play. Taps in mollies behind main from behind credit card, aligned with the arrow on the wall, aims here, then run throw by. This could be a really good molly to use if you know the T-lurkers like to hide behind this position. Woody's gonna nade short pipe from inside connector by throwing it through the window. The nade will do 40 damage to DGT. It's a cool idea, never seen this done before. Nitro smokes monster from barrels. He's on the back wall, positions with this line, stands up, aims at this part of the wall, then jump throw. Hampers with a really easy way to smoke monster. Get close to the small bag, aim here, then left click throw. Farlick smokes Divider sandwich from behind dice. He ducks, aims to the left of these marks, then jump throw. This smoke covers Divider fully and it doesn't leave the off angle peek where you could peek towards toilet. 9 throws the safe one-way smoke I showed in a previous trick video, except he isn't going to hold the gap to the left like how Safe did. Instead he jumps onto party where this smoke still gives him a one way to work with. Rain with a cheeky off angle stand on top of the trash can inside bathroom. He is going to catch Brolin by surprise. Brolin wasn't expecting anyone to be in that angle and doesn't pre-check it. Rain wants to boost over the wall to peek, however he shoots the ground where Brokey should stand. However, Nip hears the shots and knows someone is close and kills both players. This is where ping comes in handy, so if you don't have ping enabled, you should. Brokey gets boosted truck at the start of the round and tries to hit this wallbang onto the B default player. He almost hits the shot. Here's Plopsky's POV of the shot, and you can see the bullet go through the bridge. Here's a moment right before he shoots it if you want the lineup. He does shoot a little bit too high, so he needs to lower it just a little bit and he gets the wallbang. FaZe definitely deserved this major as they pulled out all the tricks and strats. You're able to spot anyone behind the sandbags if you look through the wood, which Plopsy does here, and he sees Rain and spams him. Spink smokes Bank and Molly's truck. For the Bank smoke, he gets into his corner, crouches, aims where the lines meet, then jump throw. As for the truck Molly, he's going to move up to the divider wall, aims below the flower, then jump throw. Cadian smokes jump up and throws an entry flash. He gets stuck into the wall. For the smoke, puts his crosshair above this line, then jump throw. For the flash, aims at the divider sandwich wall, then jump throw. His teammates will wait behind the wall and rush up to A after the flash. Setang jumps off the bench and peeks through bathroom where you can see party. He doesn't spot anyone and goes to peek the boost where he gets a nice shot into Zywoo. Masuta Molly's party stand next to this wall playground, then aims here at the branches and left click throw. What's nice about this Molly is that it has a lot of spread and doesn't land on top of the tree like some others do. Spongy smokes top connector standing in front of the trash can, aims here, then runs forward and right before he hits the rail, walks, then jump throw. Meanwhile, his teammates will rush out mid. Blue Jays had a double con setup and the smoke denies them the ability to peek mid. Taz is going to be playing inside divider sandwich, and how you line yourself up without your gun sticking out is by position with this line here, then look towards bathroom. If you're using this off angle, then you should have your teammate watch banana, which Friend does here. He makes first contact, takes the attention, and Tao does a check for Taz and walks by where Taz gets a free kill. Team Smoke in the show match does this boost banana where they boost Yabby to get stuck onto the wall, and then Setang gets boosted on top of Yabby where he has an auto sniper and can see B site and ends up getting 2 frags. Whatever you do, don't use this boost in league play because it is a pixel boost and you will get in trouble for doing so. After getting the opening pick short, Afro is going to fall back graffiti where he is going to get boosted by body to try to do the sand boost, which is where you boost your opper and the opper attempts to take the jumping op shot. However, they don't pull it off because Entropic hear the boost. It would have been sick if Afro got the kill doing so. This was the first time I seen it attempted in pro play. Zentaris has a position and lineup behind Tetris where he can nade stack top ramp where T's throw the right side smoke and headshot Molly, as well as entering up from this wall and crane. His teammates drop him 2 HE nades and he has one himself and throws a total of 3 nades and does a lot of damage onto the Renegades players around this position. The nades take 2 players to very low HP and sets up Eternal Fire for their 11th round. Let's see the lineups. Zentaris will line himself up with this line on the wall, then he aims at this part of the crate and left click throw. He throws the first nade really early, but the second and third nade are thrown at a perfect time. The key giveaway is when you see the T's sight smokes, that's when you want to start to throw your nades. Dexter has a variation of the crane one-way smoke and he throws it with this lineup shown here. What this smoke allows is a one-way close to the right of crane, which Chopper is playing, however no one from Flames is going to push up. Cello's jump spying ramp and makes contact and falls back to crane where he underhands the smoke, giving him the crane one-way smoke, which is commonly thrown from back Tetris. This is the first time I've seen anyone throw this smoke like this, and his teammate Yota holds this off angle on the rail and kills Emor, who definitely had his chance to get the frag himself. B and E throw mid nades and immediately after, Rygon gets run boosted on top of the mid box where he gets a jump onto Bolts who got caught throwing counter utility. Great play from B and E. Copenhagen Flames will do the top stairs to B stairs run boost, and I feel like this is a pocket strategy that you could pull out if you're desperate for a round. They're going to catch Team Spirit by surprise, opening up the B site, killing both players. Definitely try this out if you need a round. Nitro throws the stairs sandbag one-way smoke, and instead of going onto the stairs to peek behind the smoke, he and Shocks will go to the back corner to boost where Nitro can see sight, and the smoke covers them as they do so, and it still works as a one-way, making it hard to spot Nitro. Shush Molly's teammate standing where these lines meet on the ground, aims at this part of the beam, then runs one step forward and left click throw. This lineup here is faster than the Elise lineup where you have to aim at the letter Y. Favin from under B stairs flashes mid for his teammates, which blind Masuta, however unlucky for Big as Masuta held mouse 1 and got the flash kills. Tapson smokes left A site and flashes short. He stands to the left of the sandbag for both utility. First he throws the smoke aiming here, then jump throw. As for the short flashes, he aims at this wall, then jump throw. Dupree throws a lurk smoke B site from back stairs. He aims here at this line, then right and left click jump throw. The smoke will deny vision from any CTs holding back sight. Pros have been throwing a flash off the wall when pushing down to yellow. Here Nico is going to underhand flash and it's going to blind Art, setting him up for the frag. Art, rushing up yellow at the start of the round, tries to play anti-flash, however gets caught by Nico's flash. Fallen throws an upper ramp lurk smoke that will give him cover to get to sandbags. He's going to stand next to the sandbag here, aims as shown, then left click throw. Afterwards, Fallen gets to sandbags where the smoke also acts as a one-way, where he gets a frag into Nico, who can hardly spot Fallen. You might have seen this smoke before because this was a smoke that Fallen was throwing when he was on Team Liquid. Imperial nade stack Ivy at the start and almost get the frag into Roy. This nade stack can be very strong against CTs who play aggressive towards this position at the start of the round. Heroic nade stack bottom yellow after giving up ramp control, and they do good damage onto Hunter, who pushed down early on. He falls back afterwards since he's low. Try giving this post plant boost next time you're on B site. Nico on catwalk will get boosted on rail to peek over white, where he's going to be able to see window. It hits the nice shots into Katie and jumping. Definitely an off angle the CTs aren't going to instantly clear. Furia are entering up A site and Big will throw the defensive smoke. Hisarato will then get boosted on top of Tetris amongst the madness and gets 2 frags onto the big clan players who weren't expecting it, helping them secure their 10th round. Xflow back site smokes top stairs, aligning himself up with the middle of the cone while towards the back railing. He aims at this part of the orange, then walks 1 step forward and jump throw. GXX with the ballsy play where he jumps down from wood and peeks B main, hitting the op shot into cello, however it gets instantly traded. When you do this, make sure you have the best B spawn. Farlick has a set flash for a top ramp from the back wall on the board. He stands next to these wires on the ground here, aims at the top of the doorway, runs forward and left click throw. The flash will blind anyone holding from upper ramp and sandbags. B and E throw A smokes from spawn and they fake the A rush to pull rotations, then they will hit B. Let's see how these smokes are thrown. Center smokes left site, he breaks windows first and then stands next to the sandbags below the mid stairs here, aims as shown, then jump throw. This is a smoke that you might seen a lot by now because pro teams use it to rush up short on T-pistol. GXX smokes right site by going onto these stairs, breaking these windows, aligning himself up with the stair here, aims in the middle of these 4 dots, then jump throw. Stound smokes deep generator, mollies window and flashes site while his teammates rush B. For the smoke he breaks the window, stands next to the rail on the stairs, aims here, then jump throw. Then he moves up to molly window and flash site. For the window molly crouch and aim at the top of the bucket, then jump throw. For the site flash, move to the right doorway, aims at this part of the wall, then jump throw. You want to throw all 3 pieces of utility as fast as you can since your team is rushing. Ents throws B generator smokes from spawn at the start of the round and they rush B with them. It was Team Order who I showed this off that did it first, and if you want to see this full Ents tactic here, I'll link it below in the description box. Mutrus from Ivy smokes right site and mollies Tetris, however he doesn't throw the smoke, it would have been just a left click throw. However, for the Tetris headshot molly, aim here, then run throw bind. The molly forces the CT out of position. Tizian throws a one-way smoke donut standing on this wall. He will aim here, then left click throw. His teammate Favin uses the smoke where there's a gap to the left to spot anyone crossing from main. Favin is able to frag electronic before falling back. Electronic throws a mid smoke stand next to this wall, aims here, then left click throw. The smoke will help Navi take CT mid control. This smoke covers elbow as well as the area in front of elbow, and it does allow T's to be behind the smoke, so keep that in mind. Navi will use this smoke instead of throwing multiple mollies and or the smoke molly combo to save their utility. Chopper smokes top banana near the top right of this tunnel wall coming on spawn, puts his crosshair as shown, then jump throw. This smoke will deny any info from the CTs inside B unless they push through it. Yikodas with B door retake nades, he's going to stand this back corner outside doors, he will smoke lane, molly wood, and then smoke cave. For the lane smoke he aims here, then left and right click jump throw. For the wood molly, aims at this line, then jump throw. And then lastly for the cave smoke, aim as shown, then jump throw. The purpose of this utility set here is to isolate the area to the left, and then to rush up banana, taking B site, where hopefully the cave players push up lane or inside cheetah, to where they're going to get locked out by the smokes. Boomich with a super easy wood molly staying in the corner outside B, aims at the tip of this building, then left click throw. Navi pairs Boomich's molly with this door flash from Perfecto to retake. He will position himself with this chain, aims above these stones, then runs forward and left click throw. We're not going to see the flash get anybody from heroic in this round because nobody's playing close, but here is a different round where Navi used the same flash and it's going to blind Tessa's playing behind the door. Rops with early mid flashes to take mid control. He's going to be on this back wall, aims here, then jump throw. These flashes won't blind your teammates inside elbow, won't blind any CTs mid. JT will hold this off angle inside main that I haven't seen used much in pro play because you have to cross to get into the ledge, which then you can be spotted by the T's yard, but with the cover of the molly and nade, it can be hard to spot the cross. Grim is also inside main on the opposite side. Nav will walk into main, however won't clear his angle as he is too focused on clearing the other side of main and gets blindsided by JT. Config coming out of main jump spots and jiggle peeks to get info, and he doesn't see any CTs and advances big box. Once he's at big box, he will jump spot temple twice where he sees OC. He doesn't want to cross any further to his left because this is a very common angle operators will hold from inside temple to see if anyone crosses or peeks from big box. Good info play from Config. Next time you smoke speedway back lanes, it could leave a one-way smoke for you on the left, which Synapse takes advantage of and gets the frag onto exit. Yabby solo on B site with bomb after getting the first frag, now with low HP, knows he's going to get killed and doesn't have time to fall back, so he makes a great play and turns around to throw the bomb towards banana so his teammates can retrieve it, which they do. And B and E don't have sight on the bomb here. Had Yabby died on site, B and E has sight on the bomb and can cover the bomb. Flames will actually go on to win this round. Great play from Yabby. Rain's nickname on Ancient should be the Caveman. He's the best cheetah and cave player. He knows all the tips and tricks in this position. If you want to learn how to play this position, go watch Rain. Every match he's guaranteed a wall bang, and here Rain uses the gap on the right wall to see mid, where he sees a T and kills him through the wall. At the beginning of the round, Nav towards B holds the support flash from back lanes for anti-rush. He does throw the second too late, but DGT also team flashes, and in combination with Nav's flash was going to help out Shock's ninja. Cadian's going to move near the wall and he scopes in with his op to try to make it known that he is there, hoping that there is a cheetah cave player or ninja player that can hear the scope, which would give the CTs false info as he walks back and go towards mid. That's the end of the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment, and share it with your friends and teammates. This will help the YouTube algorithm. I greatly appreciate all your support. Till next time, NartOutHere, peace.